the grant.
That's okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mr. Ricardo?
Here.
Mr. Hoffman?
Here.
Mr. Condit?
Here.
Mr. Molina?
Here.
Mr. Wiggins?
Here. Approval of meeting minutes from September 13th. Move to approve. Second. Roll call.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes. Approval of minutes from September 27th. Move to approve. Second. Roll call.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Amendments to the agenda.
Yes, I have 4. 3 of them are legislation. Resolution number 152, 2016, a resolution to hire Kyle Bryant as building monitor for the Reminderville Athletic Club, paid at the rate of $9.75.
Need a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Resolution number 153, 2016, a resolution authorizing and directing the fire chief on behalf of the village of Reminderville to file a grant application with Getchell Resources LLC to develop a proposal for the 2016 American Firefighter Grant for Operations and Safety and declaring an emergency.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Resolution number 154, 2016, a resolution to hire Michael Palma as building monitor for the Reminderville Athletic Club to be paid at the rate of $9.75 per hour.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes. And then I'd also like to add an executive session after the reading of legislation to discuss personnel.
Need a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Condit?
Yes.
Mr. Molina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go into the reports. Mayor?
Chief, how far before we start the app?
I just talked to them today, because I just got the approval from the Twinsburg Police Chief today.
Okay.
And, he's going to be sending me an email, the guy who sets it all up, he's gonna send me an email in a couple of days that's gonna give me a couple of dates to select. Then I meet with him and frame it up, so another month or two maybe?
Okay. The reason why I asked, I was on the way to the airport on Sunday morning, it was pouring down rain like crazy, it's like 5 a.m. And I hit 480 and 271 where they come together, and there was a car that was flipped over on the side of the road. And as I went by, I could see that there was somebody in it, so I pulled off, got out, and I had my wife call 911. Excuse me. So I had my wife call 911, and it went from where I told her Warrenville's Heights, we're in Warrenville Heights. It went to Cleveland, and they said, okay, we'll send you to Warrensville Heights, and it rang busy. So she said, no, I'm trying to get this guy out of the car. And he's out, and I'm standing. It's right by the fast lane. Of course, nobody's moving over, and it's pitch black. So I'm pulling on to try to get the door open, and I can see him in it, but I can't tell if he's alive or not. He's on the roof. He's flipped over. And I still have her call 911, and they kept sending it all over the place. So it was just like, when I was telling the rest of the ride, I was explaining to her, like, this is why we got the app, so that it takes care of this problem, you know? So just the story to let you know that I hope that we get it soon, and that it will keep things like that from happening, because it finally took them like, I don't I could not get the door open, because it was smashed all the way down, but I never did see it move. So, that they said he did call from inside the car. And they told my wife that he had called from inside the car, so, but he never acknowledged me, like, when I was trying to get him out. So,
Well,
just shows how, when you're using a cell phone, how it just never goes where it's supposed to go, where you want it to go. So, that's it.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Carpenter?
No report.
Mr. Esser?
Quick update, Harrington Phase 9, they're finishing water taps, getting prepared to start paving probably next week. River Ledges Phase 4, plat was signed and recorded today. River Ledges Phase 6, sanitary sewers complete, they're finishing up storm right now, and they'll be looking to pave probably in a couple weeks. California, I just met with one resident a few weeks ago, met with another one today. It sounds like they're amenable to give us an easement. through
So
the-
both those houses on Nautilus
Yes,
will give us the easement.
yes, they're thinking about it, but I think I had her convinced by the time I left, so I'll get back to her in a couple days.
Okay.
The intention is with the easement, finishing plans bid in November so we can start construction over the winter, being prepared to pave the road next year, spring. Now those trails, being worked on in process, I'm thinking a January, February, bid to get the best price, with actual construction probably starting more in April or May, once we get the funding from Big and Water for that particular project. I'm trying to stagger them for Deborah, so we'll be getting the grant and funding for California and do a lot of that up front, and then the Nautilus will be later in the year. Other than that, Glow and Green, I can see they have one unit that they haven't sold, otherwise that's gonna be completed, so. Not really a lot of green space, but it's there. So, that's about it, thank you.
Thank you. Service Department, I have no report from Mr. Scafidi. I did want to mention though that the fall decorations are going up throughout the village and they look pretty awesome. The rack, Adam.
Just give everyone an update on some of our membership numbers, but we are at 1,314 as of this afternoon. Breakdown of the cities that these members belong to: 743 live in Reminderville, 311 live in Twinsburg, 239 from Aurora, and then it kind of breaks down: 11 from Hudson, 3 from Sugar Falls, 2 from Kent, 7 from Streetsboro, 14 from Solon, and 1 from Hiram. In regards to our Silver Sneakers program, we do have a total of 160 Silver Sneakers signed up in just this last week, basically. 74 of them being residents, 86 of them being non-residents. On top of our memberships, we also have the majority of our programs starting this past week. Our volleyball clinic began last Tuesday. Our Kickstart Soccer for 3 and 4-year-olds began last Wednesday. Dodgeball Club for the youth began last Thursday. Our first basketball rental took place this past Saturday. Went very well. Badminton group has begun picking up play on Saturday and Sunday mornings and a few times during the week as well. Their numbers continue to grow, and we have the ability now to create 3 courts for those guys as their numbers grow. Pickleball began today at 1:30 for their recreational group. The more competitive group comes in on Friday, and they have some larger numbers that will come in on Friday to play. Mommy and Me yoga begins tomorrow at 10. Swimming lessons began yesterday for our Latchkey program, and they'll continue on this week and next week for the Latchkey program. We do have 2 birthday parties scheduled for this weekend, along with Girl Scout group renting the multi-purpose room for tomorrow. There is also a church group who will be renting the entire rack in November for an after-hours get-together, which would be nice for their group. I've met with Drug Mart and Conrad's and El Chile Bravo in regards to their memberships and getting their employees involved. We will be giving them the resident rate since they do work in Reminderville. El Chili Bravo will also be offering 10% off your entire bill with a valid membership card. So it's a little incentive for getting your membership and go there. I do have some news in regards to the senior apartments right behind the rack. I met with Jennifer and we've developed a partnership. She will actually be purchasing memberships for all of her residents that live there who want to participate in the rack membership program. This will be a nice incentive for those residents that move in there and kind of a little perk to moving in, which would be nice. We'll be meeting with Twinsburg Schools this coming week to discuss some partnerships and getting their employees involved in some type of membership package. They do have 500 employees in the Twinsburg School District, so we'll get some of them on board as well. In regards to marketing, we are putting together a trifold brochure which will be distributed throughout the communities, especially Aurora and Twinsburg. This is in addition to our winter program guide, which we put out on December 1st, which will cover our programs that will last from end of December through the end of March. So that's kind of what's been happening over these past 2 weeks, and if you guys have any questions, let me know.
So you said the one church group is running the whole facility, which means it'll be closed. Is there gonna be a schedule posted so people know?
Yes, so they're renting it
After
after hours.
Oh, it's after hours. Oh, I got it. But does that include the 24-hour area?
No, that includes gymnasium, pool area,
Got it.
upstairs,
Okay.
and the multi-purpose
So it doesn't
rooms.
affect anybody?
Yes, and they're
Okay.
paying a premium rate for that, because we will have to have a few staff there and lifeguards.
Thank you, Adam. Deborah is not here, so no report. Police chief?
Never wanted me to address East Boulevard. When the developer went to build East Boulevard, there were a portion of the roadway that fell within, which was our existing roadway. The one resident on the corner who owned it, and then the intersection. We, our mayor and I discussed, and we asked that he complete the entire thing, and we would pay our prorated share so that it is, all that was done, so the only remaining portion is just a little portion of east to California. So we had him complete it, 415 square yards. We reviewed the quantities, they are correct. We reviewed the pricing, everything falls in line with our normal pricing, only one item outside. He put $10,000 for engineering, which I think is excessive for just a little portion. I discussed with the mayor, I think he is going to discuss what's a fair price. So if we can get that down to, I would think a fair price would be 5 for the engineering, staking and everything at the most. That would be $35,000 to get that road complete. And that's what he's asking for reimbursement.
Okay.
So I'm in concurrence with the 30 for the roadway. All that's in line with what we've been getting on all our projects. Is the 10,000 in engineering, which I think is excessive, so.
Because he's looking for the engineering fees between Maryland and Florida.
I don't know what he's looking for, he just threw on there 10,000 lump sum, I'm like,
Okay,
I could have designed it for that.
okay.
So I think that's out of line. The 30,000 is well in line with exactly, and it completes that instead of us having a patch in there, so I'm recommending Mr. Carpenter drop legislation to pay for that portion of pre-construction. Are you going to call Mr. Everson's, and then finalize that price?
And where's he at on the balance of the punch list for things that still need done in Aaronville?
I know that he did the curb cut on East, and
Yes,
I know that,
too.
and I know that, but I think there are some sidewalk that's missing still.
Okay,
I think on 6, the
Yep.
corners there, that's still missing. I rode through there,
and there's still some curb filling that needs done that's still within the scope of the bond.
correct?
Yeah, Terry's got the list of exactly what's, a few of it fell outside,
Right.
we said fine, but the rest will fall within
Okay.
to do it. But no, I don't think he's complete at this point.
All right, thank you, Chief. Chief Plunkett?
Just a couple things. One of them, the mayor mentioned already. I was just gonna tell you that, Twinsburg Police Chief finally gave us permission to change the software on their dispatch computer, so we were able to move forward with our 911 cellular app. Hopefully we'll get that online before the end of the year. Secondarily, we had another sewer problem in the building the other day, on Saturday morning, and same thing as before. And we had to pay, we had to Twinsburg Service Department guys come up and they couldn't fix it. I don't know the reason why, I wasn't here to talk to them, but they did what they could and they said they couldn't do anymore. I talked with Sam Scafidi on the phone, he wasn't able to do anything about it, especially on a weekend. So I called a local plumber, he came and snaked it out, and it was $600. So I talked to the mayor about this, and it's such a disgusting problem. It's so gross, if you ever see it, that we have to do something about it. So I'm going to talk to Sam. I had a chance to call him a couple times. He's busy. We've been playing phone tag. But I'm going to talk to the service director and come up with some kind of a game plan, and we got to get it funded because it's just ridiculous.
So because last time I spoke to Sam about that, he says he was pretty much doing a preventive maintenance.
Well, what he's able to do is, they don't have the equipment, I'm assuming. I don't want to speak for Sam. But my understanding on Saturday was the extent of that is that they open the tanks out here and they look in there to see if they're full or overflowing, and then they rectify that problem.
Right.
Well, that's all well and good, but that doesn't tell you that there's a backup in the pipe. The cleanouts come all the way here to these two
Right.
lavatories right here. So the blockage is somewhere between there and the back side of the fire station kitchen. And that's what they have to open these cleanouts here and snake it all the way out. And I don't know whether they don't have a snake that long or, I don't know.
Okay.
But they just told me on the phone, we're unable to complete it, so I had to call the last time he snaked it out, it was because he kept saying he had done it twice before, his private plumber. And he said it was somebody in these two bathrooms that throwing paper towels into the toilet and flushing, because the blockage would be a wad, solid log of paper towels. I don't know. I didn't look in the pipes, I don't know what was locked.
What if we put in those like super blower hand dryers and just took the paper towels out of them?
You know, the mayor and I talked about it today, you know, possibly a suggestion is more frequently have it just preventative maintenance to snake it, but that's expensive. So I don't know what the answer is, but I know that Sam will come up with something, and I'll just be bringing it to you at a later date with,
Okay.
we need the money to do this. Because it's pretty bad. That's it.
Thank you, Chief. Architectural Board of Review,
No
Mr. Conklin.
report.
Planning and Zoning. No report. Board of Zoning Appeals.
They had a meeting, yes, last night, I wasn't here, but I guess they did grant the man a 1-foot variance on Glenwood.
I was not here either, but that's what my neighbor who was on the committee did report, yes.
I was here and that is correct.
Okay.
The property borders an unbuildable lot, so there's not anybody to look at it. The plans were beautiful for what he's gonna do, so it didn't take us very long. And most of us have gone by and looked at the actual property, and so.
All right, thank you. Finance.
Finance met today at 6. We reconciled September's checks. And we did not go through the receipts, that was not available, but the checks are the main thing, so we got that done. We also recommended payments in the amount of $73,155.87. And we are still planning on starting the budget process at 5 o'clock on the 25th. So hopefully that'll stay. We're running out of year here, so. And that's that's for finance, not to council, so. That's it.
Thank you. Cable, no report. Communications, no report. Long-term community development, no report. Records,
No.
and Jed.
I don't have a report, you wanna?
2 new members, as you know, the JED has been very generous and in support of the Kent extension in Twinsburg, and one of the new members that were brought onto the advisory board was Kathy Prokop to represent the Twinsburg area, which I think is good because she is well known throughout the area, and we're excited to have her on board.
Mr. Molina?
Yes,
One
sir.
thing I forgot to mention on the report, I don't know, I got the memo from Deborah about a number of things, but one of them included the information at the fire department. I know their employees were eligible for a half-off discount at the rec center. And I don't know, I don't know who's responsible for that ultimately, but a number of the guys in the fire department, I don't know who's gonna sign up, but a number of them came to me and said, we want them to know that we appreciate that.
Good.
Thank you, Chief. Okay. Table legislation will remain tabled. Ordinance 21-2016, an emergency ordinance to make transfers to offset the 2014-2015 audit fund balance adjustments, second reading. Ordinance 22-2016, an emergency ordinance to make appropriation adjustments for the 2016 village budget, first reading, that does need to go by emergency. Resolution 135-2016, a resolution to authorize and direct the mayor to execute and enter into an agreement with the Summit County Public Defenders Commission for the representation of eligible indigent persons, second reading, that will be going by emergency. Resolution 145-2016, a resolution to accept the amounts and rates as determined by the Summit County Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the fiscal officer, second reading. Resolution 150-2016, a resolution to renew the contract with Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield for health care insurance coverage of qualified village employees and elected officials, first reading. Resolution 151-2016, a resolution to hire Troy Titus as lifeguard for the Reminderville Athletic Club to be paid at the rate of $8.50 per hour and declaring an emergency, first reading. Resolution 152-2016, a resolution to hire Kyle Bryant as building monitor for the Reminderville Athletic Club to be paid at the rate of $9.75 per hour and declaring an emergency. Resolution 153-2016, a resolution authorizing and directing the fire chief on behalf of the village of Reminderville to file a grant application with the Gatchel Resource LLC to develop a proposal for the 2016 American Firefighter Grant for Operations and Safety and declaring an emergency. Resolution 154-2016, a resolution to hire Michelle Palma as building monitor for the Reminderville Athletic Club to be paid at the rate of $9.75 per hour and declaring an emergency.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss personnel.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Mr. Molina,
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
What's that?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was.
You know, the other thing that's got some memberships is word of mouth. You got people coming out.
make a motion to reconvene from executive session at 7:42.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Malina?
Yes.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Conrad?
Yes.
Old business? Any old business? New business? Any new business?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call on adjournment.
Mr. Wiggins?
Yes.
Mr. Ricardo?
Yes.
Mr. Hoffman?
Yes.
Mr. Conrad? Mr. Malina?
Yes.
We can see.
Okay.